Hello guys, and welcome back to me, Yanu, for another video. Now today I'm going to be doing a test on a MIXX charge 15,000 watt milliamp power bank with a Motorola G7 Power phone, completely dead. Now the reason I'm doing this test today is because I bought this recently, this 15,000 milliamp battery, and I was running it on my Z5 Sony phone, and if you'd watched my previous video you'll notice that it was only showing about 7,500 milliamps running through that, so it was not at 15,000 going to run, which would have been about 5 times. It was actually doing half of that, so it would have only done about 2.5 charges. However, that was on a 2,900 milliamp battery on the Z5 Sony phone. However, because that was an older phone, obviously I didn't have any trouble with the battery, but to be fair to this device, I wanted to be as accurate as possible, so I'm not gonna just say, yeah, that's no good. I need to do a proper test. Now this Motorola G7 Power has got a 5,000 approximate milliamp battery, and I thought what a better test than to buy a brand new phone with this brand new power bank. So 15,000 milliamps on this, 5,000 on this, that means it should charge 3 times. So in other words, it should charge about 33%, roughly around that figure, to do a whole charge, if that was true. I don't believe that's going to happen, but I've never done it before. I had to run this battery down. This is the first time I've ever charged it, and I just needed to let the battery completely go dead, and we're just going to show you now. So I'll just try and turn it on, and there we go, the little yellow warning light saying there's no battery. Now if we just do this one, click on it, and you'll clearly see that it says 100%. So we've got a perfect test, 15,000 milliamps, 5,000 milliamps. Can it do this 3 times? What do you reckon? Do you reckon it will? Personally I don't, but there you go, we'll see. So I'm plugging it in, and we will skip until it's nearer the time. I'm just plugging it in now. If you're wondering where I got this, as you can see now, it's charging up. Let's just turn this upside down, it'd be easier. If you're wondering where I got this sort of windy cable from, Type C, it was actually from the same store in Asda that I got this from, and it's the same company, MIXX. So we're going to leave this now, and we're going to see, come back later, and we'll see. Let me just, I don't want to turn it on. I'm not turning it on. I'm just letting it, you know, show it's got power. But all I'm going to do, I'm not going to switch it on so anything's running in the background. I want it to be completely dead, completely turned off, and see how much of this does on a 5,000 milliamp battery, so we can compared to the Sony one, and see if there's any difference on whether the battery on the Sony was the problem, or whether it's just the fact that this isn't really, and most power banks aren't really what they say they are, even though they try to sort of sugarcoat it and say, yeah, oh look at this, you can do it up to so many times. Yeah, up to, but not exactly what you think. Let's just hope that I'm wrong, and let's hope that this actually charges 3 times. That'd be great. So anyway guys, see you soon. Okay, so we're back now. Now we're down to 73%. It's saying I've got turbo power charging. However, as I said, that if this was 15,000 milliamps and this is 5,000, it should charge 3 times, which means that by the time this gets to 66%, that should be about charged. However, being a new phone, let's see where we are. So I'm going to just click it once, and we're on 59%. That is obviously nowhere near. Now I will tell you now, earlier when it was on 10, this was on 10%, it got down to 90%. I checked it, and it was precisely on 20% charged on my phone. That would mean 50% of this would give me 100 on this, which basically means that I'm only going to get 2 charges from this to this. That's even before it stops. When I started, I just had this feeling, if that's the case, that this goes to 50% to get a full charge on this, that would mean that it's only going to do 2 charges, which means it would be about 10,000 milliamps on this. So whilst that's an improvement on the 7,500 for my Sony Z5 phone, it clearly is nowhere near the 15,000 milliamps that this is a brand new device could do. And this is a 5,000 brand new phone. So in other words, yes, I would have 3 charges, but I would have to be charging this one at home first before I use this. So this 15,000 milliamp battery is actually going to give me 10,000 milliamps if I charge it twice. This is a fantastic phone, the G7 Power. I'm really happy with it. It lasts ages, and the fact that this would be able to charge it 2 more times and then it'll be running again, so that's in effect, if I charge it once, that will last me ages, and then that will give me an extra 2 charges if I'm out all day. That is going to be great between the 2 of them. It's fantastic, but I would have liked to have 1 from this and 3 from this, because that's supposed to be 15,000, but it's not. So I'm pretty disappointed in that, especially because you can buy this in a 10,000 milliamp battery form, which is a little bit cheaper, and it makes you wonder whether buying the cheaper version, what the actual milliamp battery would have produced on that one. Would it produce 5,000 less? Would I've only got 1 charge out of it for this? You know, how do I know that that wouldn't have gave me 5,000? It's definitely not what it says it is, 15,000. So don't expect 3 charges. This is a G7 Power 5,000 milliamp battery. So if you're going to get one of these at 15,000, just expect to lose 5,000 milliamps. So you're only going to get 2 charges. It's going to be about 10,000. I'm not sure how many others would do, but I'm a bit disappointed in the fact that it feels like a bit of a missell. I would have preferred to have had if I was going to get 10,000 milliamps, I'd rather them tell me, hey, buy the cheaper one, 10,000 milliamps, and we guarantee it's 10,000 milliamps, not less. Then I could have saved a bit of money and got the 10,000 one, but you want the more and you still get less. So make of it what you will. As we can see, we're on 70% now, so we'll just check. Is it gonna come on? I just pressed you. 63. So it's, again, you know, for every 10%, it's about 20. So you're getting roughly around about, you're going to get 2 charges on there. But as I said, I'm a bit disappointed overall. I would prefer these things to not be falsely advertised as a certain percentage. They need to make it clearer if they're not going to be as high, or if there's certain factors, whether there's certain voltages involved. It needs to be made clearer to people, and not just sort of like, yes, it will do up to so many, it has got 15,000. They always overstate everything to sell it. Anyway guys, that's another video done, and I hope that's helped you to decide on a MIXX charge, and whether you've got any other devices that have got less on yours. I'll be interested to know in the comments if you've got any other particular one and you use this particular G7 Power phone, 5,000 milliamp battery, and you can tell me how many charges you can get out of yours and if it's any good. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and remember, if you're happy gaming your night and you want to see me again, click the subscribe button and remember my name, Yanu Dasu. See you later guys.